Good day, we are live. I don't know why I sound surprised. I pressed go live, it wasn't a surprise. Let's hope some of the midnight scribes will pick this up. Conscience, 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 workers of the realm. In fact, not workers of the realm, fellow family, tribes of the realm. How are we doing? I'm outside, having a coffin nail, zigzag. I wanted to just point out that I have to go live randomly when I come up with the C words, and conspiracy. This is just like a memory dump and chat with the midnight scribes. See the thumbnail, key and integral, having a conscience, a conscience, or a conscience. There's 4 words there, there's 2 words there, there's 1 word there. Conscience comes into the lies and agendas. So lies and agendas tie in with the C's, the paparazzia, and the conspiracy. So memory dump complete. This is going to form part of an excellent publication someday when I articulate it and get it all down. So your interaction is key to capture as I do these. So heads up, the chats will feature if authorised and allowed, consented to, into the publication. So if any of you are into this like I am, and the words, the C's, the meanings, you know, evictions, I know we ought to be evicting and it isn't man. So yeah, as part of this study of, I'm going to occasionally go random live and bring you stuff like this, because I've done some research, done quite a bit, and it's quite hard to find certain things. It's almost like they're not there, no one's ever done it. I'm like, surely someone's done this. Yeah, most 99.9% of the time someone has done it, someone's written about it, someone's studied it, someone's been there, you know. But this regulate of the lawful realm, this is uncharted waters, literally uncharted seas, stormy seas. Language completely fascinates me, because as a young man, it as a master back then, I didn't consider myself a master, and it was a huge stumbling block, huge. And mentally, yeah, we don't stand a chance unless we have to publicise a publication, works, education, interaction and studies with regards to what I thought today was, it would be easier to publish in print and educate what not to say and what not to do than to what to do, because the amount of crap there is that you have to do in the legal realm to satisfy it and to conform is unreal, literally unreal. But the stuff that you could have on a handy pad is reference to what not to say. Hello, are you? Oh, right, just 1 minute. And open up your little handy self-governing private man's, you know, book of. It'd be like the Reader's Digest. We could do publications like that, but with shit that actually is relevant, that you'd want to collect, that you could refer back to, that would form part of an encyclopedia of. You hear me? So, yes, conspiracies aren't actually conspiracies as such, you know. They are, until there is fact given. And when there is fact given, it moves from conspiracy to fact, you know. So that's how we govern these things. And whilst I just heard that word, I was watching a video, not related so much to this, and I just thought, conspiracy. It jumped out at me as I was watching the video. It's another C that needs to be brought. So I thought I'll say hello to the Midnight Scribes on this, the 1st of May 2019. And that's about it. That's about as much as we've got. Hello to the beautiful 9. We have Lisa and Alan. Completely backwards. Me too. Thank you. One love to you both. 2D11. So yes, you have to have a conscience. So these ones that are involved with the conspiracy, there are conspiracies against man, of which I'll point out further more evidence of which you don't need it, but the education that we are afforded when we are indoctrinated in these academies and trusts and so forth is it's quite. I was watching an educational historical presentation of sorts just before I went live when I heard the word conspiracy echoing around my dome, and I thought that's another C we need to chat about. The conscience, conscience. Please look at the thumbnail and look at that, and where the word con and the Latin meaning and science, science, I forget now, sincere, I forget the actual root word. You'll have to look at the thumbnail and do your own due diligence, but the systems at play, yeah, very, very interesting. And the wordplay and the phonics and the language, it's definitely there, vibration, the massive megalithic blocks that they shifted around, just flipped them around whilst they were spinning around on the flying discs, is what history tells us. It's the elite found out the truth and they filtered it. We've slowly found out more truth than is bearable. So, evictions of the Crown of London. Watch this space. Literally, no riots, no yellow vests. Just get the knowledge out there. The men of England will act in personam for the first time in some time, and we will part the seas of commerce, much like Moses in the Bible. There, when I've heard Smithy reading from the Bible, and I've since been studying different sectors, gospels, chapters, verses, something what I said about Trump signing some document in 2018 with reference to Israel and Jerusalem that's predicted in the Bible. Yes, I've been looking around, and the seas of commerce, the Dead Sea, the uniform commercial codes, and the bondage of the biblical prophecies there. And yeah, let's part the seas of commerce, of trade and commerce. This is what we need to do, and we need to prophesize the parting of to Exodus from the United Kingdom to the land of England and Wales via the passage of right that is provided by Brother Smithy is extreme, intense, articulate referencing of which no man asunder can argue. I challenge Tube to find a man that could intellectually bounce around these ideas. Because shields up, we're about to go to quantum light speed, and Captain, the Deuterian crystals are red hot. They've got silver water, gold, and everything. We're about to press. Let's go. So, I'll see your comments, and I'm going to crash out. But the point being, there's a balance, and the conspiracy is a C that I haven't brought to you. So, like I said, you can't go and get a book and put in phonic words that phonically end with the sound of C. I challenge you, find me a list, because that's what I've been looking for, and there isn't one. So we're going to make one. There's certain parts of the language that are disguised and hidden and left for discovery. There are certain ones amongst us, Manly P. Hall, Alistair Crowley, certain others that cotton on to certain things. The establishment and the elite sure did, and they used it, and they kept it from us. And that's just not just right and proper. Conspiracy, lies, agendas. What agenda could anybody possibly have? Well, when you don't know who you are and where you live, I suggest that there could be quite a lot of agendas. And as El Presidente of America did say about the New World Order and the codes coming in to govern and run man in a uniformed way, well, with the bondage and everything else, it's time to let the boys know that the men have returned. The Walking Dead are no more, and the conspiracy has turned to fact, and fact will turn to matter, fact of the matter. So the fact of the matter of the realm of where we live and the words and the language of what we speak means that we need to hurry up, get you these prints, and start consolidating our community efforts. Jobs. Do you want a job? We'll give anybody a job, but this one's got a different twist. What you have to do is accept it's not a job, it's a duty. And in this duty, you might not get paid straight away, but if you're willing to sacrifice and put in, then you do that. And after a bit, you'd get rewarded for your efforts and labours, like planting seeds and growing things and providing, for instance, using the natural environment, nature, naturel, the world outside that was given to us, you know, by the creation, the Almighty, not the unified commercial, not the cement and the meant to be C and the ports and the passes and signatures and the factories. So communes, self-governing, you know, here's one, etymology and legal in food titles. Man's only gone and found a tort in a food, yeah, Mexican, burrito, yeah, fajita, you know where I'm going here, can you see it coming? It's a tortilla, a tort-ill-a. Torts make you ill, eh? Alphas, torts, ill, alphas, tortilla. This is the shit that I'm dealing with. I can't look at anything without analysing it, and we're going to publish this and put it out there. The individual alphabet and the alphanumerical value in all and any of the languages and ciphers and codes, yes, previous, modern, up-to-date languages, all of them, continents, evolution, timeline, alphanumeric, geometric. Josh, you're going to play a big part in this. Tube, you're going to play a big part in this. Your comments, your reactions, your emails and your contributions will be recorded, and we will move forward with it. But yes, very interesting conceptualization of a great many things. It appears, and so it is. You know, there is no smoke without fire. Indeed. So I just thought I'd come and say hello to the midnight scribes. I'm going to crash. What else we got in the house? Au revoir, Jerry, Alan, Christina. Blessings all. Do you like my tortilla? Tort-ill-a. 3 words in one. Food title. If you eat a tort, it makes you ill. Man shall not suffer a tort-illa. Because it makes you ill, eh? Tortilla, it's just my mind, or is it, you know, madness, absolute madness. So that's why I have to come and chat to you. Our lass is in bed. I've done a full day in trade and commerce, parting the seas. Not trying to be biblical, don't think I'm Moses. I'm just a simple idiot in a shed having a tab, talking to my scribes. Is it just me? Dictionary title, publication title, new landmass title, title of the masters of the misters, the Mr. Men. Imagine that, the Mr. Men. Roger Hargreaves, yes. What was he doing there? He was writing a fictional collection of books to aid the nation's offspring get educated in the reading. You know, there was the Roger Red Hats and books and so forth, and Penguin and such, and scholastic publications. But we all had a little Mr. Man, didn't we? The Mr. Men, yes, Mr. and Mrs. Get married, become. You see that language programming is not by choice. It's actually put into you, programmed into you. You are put in that way. You know, we was. You know, spell your name. Here's an example. Can you spell your name? D-A-V-I-D. No, spell it properly. D-A-V-I-D. Yes, well done. That's your name, David. So they're telling you that belongs to you. It is your name. Yeah. And now you've spelt it, but you've just spelt it first in lowercase and got told it was wrong. Yeah, by the teacher. So she's a teacher. She knows everything. You're 6. So you say, okay, D-A-V-I-D, yes, you got it right. Oh, right, I use capitals. That's how I spell my name. But is that your name? And capitals, now we know, significantly different. So just think about that. The government institution that is therefore paid by taxpayers' money, and your forefathers and our fathers, you know, it's sweat equity, blood, sweat and tears. Think of the £5 note, Churchill, my arse. It's us have nothing to give but blood, sweat and tears for their toils. So they program you at a young age, and the world is round, 2 and 2 is 4, this is a cat, and your name is DAVID. You know, what does that sound like? It sounds a bit like a military regime to me. You know, education that we would provide is we never tell you anything, and we give you options, and you would decide. You know, if we was to open jobs and you know, positions of duties that are available, I'll let you know now. There's billions. You all got a position and a duty that's available. It's just that the system has you all tied up and me tied up, so we can't do what we need to do. It's a right old conundrum. And when man doesn't know whom he is and programmed with fear and no balls, no ovaries to, you know, get punching out with and that, not that you do that with them, but you get what I'm saying. It's, we're all, yes, and going out, having a riot and smashing shit up is no answer. It's not very intelligent. I've been there and done that. Repeating the same action and expecting a different thing is much like, you know, comparable to insania, madness. These elections and voting, oh, let's make a new party, they'll fix it. What? Do you not remember tens and tens and tens of years ago, we've all been complaining and murder and death and the proclamations, and shit's getting worse. So clearly nothing's working. You know, I do believe, don't quote me on this, do your research, but the ones that can and that are willing, there is a project funded by a billionaire of a corporation to aid global warming, and it's to block out the sun's rays. So for those of the fam that have been scribing about such things as to be wary of, other than the Babylon, the crown, and the seas of the corporation and the piracies, then well done. Yeah, it seems that I have found yesterday some quite rock solid stuff that could be put on the front page of SPOspro.com. And yeah, just watch this space when I get time. When I get out, yes, I'll enjoy to proclaim that. So there's lots coming out at the minute. It's almost like a torrent. So just stay focused and know who you are. Know who you are and what you're speaking and the dangers of being a Mr. Man. You know, as innocent as it seems. Mr. Scribble, that's me. All right, before I even see any comments and read them, you know, it's innocence, it is. And when you don't think ever that they will lie to you and mislead you, then the trick is here that some of them aren't lying to you. They honestly believe, you know, Darwin's theory of evolution is not the correct title that we've all become accustomed to. As Pazio, brother Mark of the Pazio tribe, points out, that there's a different title and it's had a secondary title, and certain things have been warped and twisted. So we are here to regulate, and that's what we are, regulators, OR, yeah, like grantors, settlors, testators, regulators, on an emissary capacity of what the, you know, bleep is this? Is it just us? Or do we need to bust a move? Bust a move. I'm not coming on camera. I have a camera lens cap on for those that want to know. Let's look at the comments. Jerry, I have. Hey up, I missed out. Stephen, no. Alan, Mr. Men, true. But you remember, you get me, fam. Sin say the babble inflict oneself. I like that. By one of own disability to comprehend the diction sign. Yes, I die, thank you. Shivai, easy. John, you lot are the, what do we call you? The usual suspects, the usual scribes. Fallacy, red herring, sea stuff, yes, nice one. Sister Lisa, that's it, that's the shit. And comments will be saved and I will come back and they will be put back in. Or the admin or the PA will do it, or somebody at some point is going to do this. Keep them going. Corporate adjective, physical rather than a ships recently Scotland being made from her and she to something else by the Admiralty Division of Scotland, Scottish scribes. What was this? You must have had some local news or heard something about the measures that the Admiralty and Sea Division, the Navy, the Naval Corps, what else have we got? All of the above fisheries division and Admiralty gang of sea people decided that it's high tide. That's at high tide. Boom, there's another one, just by accident. High tide, that we stop, calling. Oh, I can't believe when we do this what comes after. But with you lot, I think you're quite respectful and it will go well. Yeah, and they changed it to what? That's the question. Shibai, I feel them vibes. Lisa, respect. John, keep on rolling. Jerry, one said it was not a free ride. Let's call it piggybacking on the future generations, the safety of the cooling program. Corpus collection of WRT, such as one by a single author or a specific topic. The rich corpus of British folk song, Latin body. John, there's only 3 sentences there, but that's a proper mouthful, my brother. It's a proper near enough Peter Piper pickle pepper. Let me read it again because I'm tired. Such as one by a single author or specific topic. The rich corpus, corporation, body corpus, habeas corpus, of British folk song, Latin body. Now I'm thinking of what's that woman from the 80s who I can't think that my mum used to listen to that was Latino. The joke's ruined, it's took too long. But I'm thinking of an 80s Latino singer now. Nice one, thank you, John. Keel Hall, yes, Jerry, I like that one. I like it a lot. Keel Hall. Yes, that's reflective of the part of the boat, the keel, Admiralty speak. Thank you. This is almost like a quiz show with no prizes except to mention sometime in the future of some random scribble. So thank you for playing in advance, and by playing you consent to me using it going forward. So lest this be a public notice to the scribes, whatever you contribute will be shared. You share because you care. That's the deal. Shimmy shimmy. They're having a shimmy. What shimmies? Shiver me timbers. There we go. Shiver me timbers. Bosh. One to the Master G. Takes it. Back in room. Shiver me timbers. Toe the line, sister Lisa. Get in there. I'm loving this game. I might even come on camera and show me a little chubby checkers going. Toe the line. Keel Hall. What else is to think of boats? Oars. Boats have oars. Orders. We've covered this before. Towing, orders, towing the line. Orders, skull caps, scat caps, wearing caps at work, capped, capacitors. I can't think of all the foreign Latin, different translation in languages to go with that, but Chiron last. The golden web, was it, that we said? I had to watch about 6 times, too many notes, and then I just realised that it sunk in by the time I'd watched it the 6th time and I'd finished enough my notes. The funny thing was, I realised I didn't need the notes. I was like, I've done this many times, I actually know the video. And when they're like 6 hours across 3 videos, you're like, well, I know how you lot feel about me. My saturation point is saturated. And that's nothing to do with boats, but it is a watery term, isn't it? Saturated. My saturation point has been filled, David, and you are just like Charlie Brown. Wab wab, wab 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 wab. Total line, writing essential English. WRT, writing essential English. That's a derivative of lish, is a what? An ish, yes, an ing and a lish. English. That's not, I get what you put. I'm not having to go at you, John, I'm just saying, it's what we are talking. It's classified as the babble. Having a babble, mate, dialect, slang, Sheffield, reet good, reet petite. Reet tune, R-E-E-T, slang, reet. Gone off the boats thing a minute while you're thinking we'll continue because I'm good like that. Well, splinter off and we'll come back to at any point drop in boat speak. Water, Keelhall, Total Line. But Sheffield, Barnsley, Burn, baby, is a Burn. So this is the babble. It's non-legal. You couldn't communicate with someone in an office with that kind of dialect and slang. But slang is what we need. That's what the key is. There, the slang. Pet, duck, me old china, me old fruit, you know, famalan, family, sisters, brothers, you know, the street talk that is there, the code. Like, it amazed me at some of the code that that you hear, and how clever it actually is. Now I'm going to put myself on the spot and try and think of some that have crossed my ears phonically, and I've gone, well done, kudos to whoever come up with that. That is an absolute brilliant, you know, little bit of code, and nobody would know it unless you're in the know. And I thought, yeah, this is how societies run, and societies, yeah, building society, but nobody is building this society. This society is being raped, pillaged, plundered, left high and dry for the boat people, conspiracy, paparazzi, and hospitals being charged, trusts being charged with the news that's come out. I'm not even going to repeat it. It makes me sick. I've said it enough. The national, yeah. So I have to speak. I have to just speak my mind. And when I see these C's, because it isn't written down, I thought I'll come and see you, share it, and then all is well. It's about bedtime. Thank you very much. It has been fun. I can't think of any Sandbar, Casbar. Thinking of Casbar, Sandbar. I don't know. Beach bar, bars in general are bar. That's why you got the London Temple, BAR. We raised the bar. Knights Templar. Last orders at the bar. There you go. Well, we can have that one. We'll meet you in the middle, Paul. Last orders at the bar, please, ladies and gentlemen. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Last orders at the bar, and that's it. So that tells you right there. Look at that simple slang speech, but it's not slang speech because you're running a public free house. The public free house with the publican, who is the landlord, has got the ye olde locals in there drinking the hops and the malt brewed by a man locally, as it comes to the end of a brilliant, fantastic night in the back of Macclesfield on a Wednesday. And he rings the bell and he says, last orders at bar. And that's it. You give your orders at bar. And orders come from what? Captains orders. Captain Morgan's rum. Strong. Captain, you see. What captains have you got there? Now, I'll give you a clue there. Look. I've brought the captains into it. Captain Jack, Captain Black, Captain, aye Captain, morning Captain, Captain Jack, El Capitano, you know. Officers of war, officers of ships, yeah, off-icers. And so then that brings in the ice, pol-ice, the police, you know, pol-ice, and you see it's coded and it starts jumping out. So what we do is we just construct it in a new, non-uniform way, but an intellectual way of how to understand what is coming at you and where from. Like when we say the levels of authority, officers, agents, trustees, persons, claimants, you know, titles, positions, duties, obligations become all the more clearer. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Are you harbouring a criminal? I'm glad I whittled on a bit. I thought some might come out. Oh, Jerry, you've saved the day. Jerry, I hope you're smiling. That is Puckers. Get in. You have hit the bullseye. Target. The nail right on the fucking head, my son. Brilliant. Ladycraft enough good stuff. Capstan. Strength. There you go. Nice there, Paul. Sandbar moving jurisdiction offshore account. Offshore boat people, yes. Frozen assets, liquidity, gender liquidity, that's a topic, and that's another video. We're not talking anything about gender liquidity in the Olympics and females and women, what's happening to them, bless them. But wow, liquidity is the key word, not gender, but liquidity in any application, as that word would follow generally. Gender, stock, asset, you know, estate, liquidity, liquid, cash, frozen, sail, you've missed out, sail, we're having a sail. What does a boat have? What does the wind propel upon the boat? It pushes its forces of Mother Nature upon the very pirate skull and bones sails of the sea merchant navy, merchant banker. Come on. Oh, I tell it's late. I'm going easy on you now. Yeah, banks, rivers, the bankruptcy. We're sailing, travelling. Oh, on an aeroplane. We're cruising at an altitude of 48,000 feet, 38,000 feet. We're heading such and such airspeed of. Next time you get on one of those aeroplanes, have a listen to El Capitan when he tells you that you're cruising. You'd be just going out for a cruise. Thank you, El Capitan. But we're in the air, says David. Why, is there a captain in the air? Is this an airboat? And why are we cruising? Cruising is a term for automobiles on the road. When you've just fitted your K&N air filter, fully adjustable suspension, nitrous oxide kit, controllable from dash steering wheel, sequential gearbox shifting system, and you say I'm going out for a cruise or a burn. Don't get in an aeroplane, and go for a cruise. Shipping lanes, yes, indeed. Lanes, shipping lanes, lines, sails, shops, you know, boats, sails. Just to go back to where we was at. And then how do you write sail? S-A-L-E. How do you write boat sail? S-A-I-L. So you have phonically the same effect, but written, yes, to put it down in black and white, or as we would now write in blue, to put it down in blue, purple or red, right? You would write sail and sail, S-A-L-E, S-A-I-L. But you don't get taught at school that one is a commercial term and one is an admiralty term for a vessel. You know, and it's this kind of missing grammar that fucks man's head up when faced with certain aspects of fundamental nature that your future could perhaps, most likely, more often than not, depend on whether or not you cognitively fully understand the implications of what you are doing, and 99.9% of the effing time we did not, and I did not, which is non-disclosure, which comes back to conscience, which comes back to agenda and lies, which comes back to the sea and the boat people and the pirates. So, everything's connected, it's all a circle. I'm done. Thank you for the ones that have contributed brilliantly with the watering down of this. Look at that, watering down, watership down. That was a little cartoon that made, man. Oh, that was a bit of a film that I'll never forget. That film, wow, watership down. But yeah, you've watered down and diluted my my random hangout, and this has actually been quite a good one. To say that I've got tiny red eyes. I've done a full many hours up since 7 a.m. and it is now 20 past 11, so here you go. My cup runneth over. I'm going to get in touch with many tomorrow, but I've had a bad day. quite a bad one. So we'll leave it at that. Stress, anxiety, pressure, undue, unnecessary, last minute changes, traffic jams, road diversions. Birmingham, what are you doing? What are you doing, councillors and road workers? And if you, wow, Sutton on Coalfield, Solihull, Birmingham, Kingsway, everywhere, it's just like, what? And there's so many of her trying to get about. It's like, oh, it turns into a war. It's like a war out there, and it's like, it takes so long to do anything, and you're just like, well, if I could get on a machine that took us somewhere and we could come regular and I didn't have to do anything, why wouldn't we have that? Why wouldn't we have solar, hydrogen, such other things, so there are positions available. We'll end it with the nice bits, and you've all got duties and obligations. Whether you accept them is now up to you. Whether you have accepted them, congratulations. If you're about to accept them, well done and congratulations. If you're thinking about accepting them, for when you do, well done, congratulations. Welcome to the club. It's the anti-club of Rome. And yes, you would need to know this, that you have to put something in, and when you put something in, you'll get that thing called luck find you, lady luck, fortune, coincidences, and you will become richer. So to become richer, it's not the gold and the silver, it's mental alchemy on a fundamental level of vibration, and inward and outward. So as Andy pointed out on the last hangout, so magnificently, like a peacock with them feathers, about inwardly projecting, outwardly attracting. He's in a fine old position to stand there and show it off, which is why I'm repeating it so it sinks in. He's an example of many great things. He's not greater than anybody. He's the equal to us all, but he can articulately provide proof of reference to many things of which he utters and lets us know about. So I too have the synchronicities, proofs and lockdowns for you, and monologuing, cataloguing it. So it's very interesting, the faith, the mental state, and most of it is articulated through such things as the water and the sea. Planes, trains and automobiles. It's got everything in but a boat. Die, what's going on here? But yes, it's got transport in, plane, a train, automobile, Credence. I am just treading water, trying to keep my head above water. Are you staying afloat there, Lisa? Is that what you're saying, love? You're just staying afloat? Do you think I just come in on the last banana boat? That's a nasty one. That was a racist one. That was about the Windrush being invited over. Shame on all of them. The bureaucrats and the pale, stale and male that enforce this through their academies and secret Masonic organisations, the Smithsonians and the gentrification of But yeah, do you think I come in on the last fucking banana boat? Meaning that the ones that come in on the banana boats are a little bit dim, a little bit, whatever. I'm not going to proceed and glorify these nasty, from not much time ago. So if you look at it, we used to have wars and deaths and all these kind of things and sacrifices, and suddenly it's all finished. It's all gone. Everything's better now. The bad people don't exist, and everybody tells the truth. Amazing. Nobody proclaimed that. It's just that they, rather good these days with the Teflon shoulders and the protection. So thank you all for your comments. And yeah, it truly is a remarkable presentation in splintered, fragmented ways. Well done, offshore. Right, we've got all of that. Parse, syntax, grammar, explain the hidden meaning of words. Yes, Paul. We're nothing without dictionary, our words. Yeah, they're nothing without books. Big on board it, I'm rough and tough. In other words, suck at it is no other. I'm the one and only dominator. Who's that? Joey Beltram. The bouncer kicks like a mule. What? Look at that programming. Joey Beltram. No, that wasn't Joey Beltram. Energy flash. Wow. Jerry, what have you done? Stop it. You do that to me at this time. Brain just fires off. Josh Wings. Daft Punk, Chemical Brothers. Stop it. Moby. Wow. West Bam. What? Who are they? Exactly. Jerry, you're a bad man. Stop it. Go say some Hail Marys. Oh, I can't think of a tune to come back with though, do you know what I mean? That would have been the ultimate, but it's just too tired, Jerry. You've won. You win that one, Jerry. Take it, and bask in it. Much love to you all. I Crazy, Master, David, Jeremy to Tribe, proclaim that this cast is over. Alright, thank you for the thumbs up 7. Wow, entertainment is what my speciality is, and I do hope we've had a little chuckle, a little bit of controversy. Yes, we do like the sea. I got the CE, I got the secrets. Alright, we finish on, that's just for you lot because I love you, a secret. This is now words that have C in the front. Yes? Okay? Prefix, suffix, adjectives, pronouns, adjectives, description words. We're going for it all. A-E-I-O-U-M. A-E-I-O-M. The proper chant for an on. So, secret. Alright, now, is a secret. What's a cretin? Cretinous. Oh God, I shouldn't have said this at the end, but bless. I'm glad I remembered it. I started with the C, conspiracy, and we're finishing now with the prefix of C, and we got the secret. I'm going to leave that with you as an afterthought so you can be thinking of them, as well as duties and obligations that you might want to fulfill and offer in order to get some fortune of, and then we can look at community balance, because solar power, hydrogen. I'm going to bring you something this summer. I'm building something, okay? I'm going to prove that you can make fiery gas from water in your garden with no mains electric nor bottles of gas, using such things as maybe even produce colloidal silver water and hydrogen at the same time whilst charging your mobile phone, all in your garden. So stand by. Some crazy science coming up, yes? So enjoy. Thank you all. With love and respect, we are sailing the water, St. Paul. We are sailing. Yes, 7 key secret. What's that? 7 key, I don't know. Lisa, loving it. Reading somebody else's invisible friend's mind, our dictionary, I've been playing with their mind. Don't play with anybody's mind, John. You have no authority to go into intellectual property and remix it in your mushroom style, hallucinogenic neon, multi-technicolor vibratory realm. That's you, John. That is. You see that description there? That's you, John. And say that because I know you. Right, we're going. Secrets. We don't have any. Much love. Bless. Peace out. Stay sovereign. Stay private and self-governing. Scratch the sovereign. We're going. Not because it's bad. It's fine. But stay private. Stay self-governing. Bosh.